Hey guys, Mikey the Crafter here, back for another Minecraft video, and we're back here in the city of Buda Mesa. Now, I know this might not look like Buda Mesa, but this indeed is Buda Mesa. A lot has changed here. This is the port of Buda Mesa. It's brand new. Over there, there's an oil refinery. You know, we have a warehouse here. So there is now a massive freight rail yard here. The rail system in the city has been completely upgraded. It's fantastic. This is a freight depot. We have over here the city of Buda Mesa. You can see there's a ton of new stuff. There's a pet shop. There's tons of these houses and shops around. There's a new train station. This is Game Town Station. Now, as you can see here, there are some other planned railway lines going that way. And over here, there is an art gallery. There's tons of stuff. That's Stonehenge. This is the main train station. It also has been changed. There is a new railroad line heading that way. This is a brand spanking new hotel built by Celestial. And over here, there's a ton of new shops. I'll get into them in a second. There is Dunkin' Donuts. There's CVS Pharmacy, Popeyes, Pizza Joint, McDonald's. Over here we have some suburbia, and over here we have some big houses, some like fancy houses, big houses. Now, there are some other new things like this and that, but I'm gonna get into some of the other stuff. So, basically, there's new towns over here. This is a new town. This area has been upgraded. As you can see in the last video, which was a while back, this city was a lot smaller. There are some new things. And this area here has gotten new railroad lines too. This is a new town. Over here we have this railroad. And we also have a power plant. The city of Nebulia has been upgraded. There's a hospital. There is a tower. There is some other stuff. There's planned to be more stuff over here. As you can see, there's another new railroad line. And as you can see over here, there has been some minor changes, but I'll get into it. There's a new building right here, the Marriott Hotel. What else is new? It's not really a lot new over here. Let me go to Celestial City. So in Celestial City, there is a new district over here. I'll get to it. This is a new, mostly residential district. All these buildings have interior. This is amazing. There's a new railroad line heading out this way. Heading out, I think this is west. No, it's east. I'm an idiot. Oof. I usually get that right. Let me see what else. I'm going to warp to Mendoza real quick, because I'm going to show you there's a new tower. I don't know if I've shown you this before, but there is a fairly new skyscraper here. It's got about 80 floors. It's one of the tallest buildings in the city. I know, it's kind of on the edge of town, too. The funny thing is that a lot of the larger buildings ended up being on the edge of town just because of how the city was built up. It was built from the ground up. Actually, the oldest district is over here. As you can see, there's like it's all low buildings, and there's most of the tall buildings are over here. This building is the tallest building. It's like over 700 blocks tall. There are some other new things. There's a new Italian restaurant. And there's a lot more I gotta show you. This town's brand new. I don't know if I showed you this before, but I think I did, but I didn't really show you much of it. This I showed you before. I'm gonna get to the other new stuff right now. So if we go to Red Hill next, as you can see, there are some fairly new things in Red Hill. And there's also this river line, which has been upgraded. You can see there's a new town here. It's fairly small, but it does have a fairly modern train station. As you can see, this railroad line. Okay, this is pointless now. That's like a access road. This town is completely new. I have never shown you guys this. It was built fairly recently. So this is Overtree. Or sorry, this is Yellow Bell. I'm a moron. Again, this is a brand new town. This is Yellow Bell. This is basically the mayor's mansion, town hall. We've got tons of apartments here. It's based on Poland, basically. We've got an old mine. This mine, this factory. Let me TP to him. Oh, hold on. I don't want to show you this yet. Okay, next off, I'm going to get to something else that's got a lot new in it that I gotta show you. First, I gotta warp to Leslie, and I gotta show you what Brandon's been working on. I mean, what Celestial's been working on. So, Celestial has been working on a new district over here. So, as such, the main railroad line here has been electrified with third rail. And this is a brand spanking new Grand Terminal. And over here, as you can see, there are tons of new skyscrapers. It's very dense over here. It's kind of like a second downtown. This is kind of based off of, I'm going to say, where would I say it would be based off of? I don't know. Brandon said it would probably be based off of, probably Guangdong province in China. But he said it was mostly based off of Guangzhou, Shanghai, Beijing, but mainly South China. Not really Beijing a lot. But there are some influences in there. There are some influences from Russia, some influences from America, some influence from Hungary. Now over here, there is a area called Spring Valley. And that now has a power plant. Now this is the weed dispensary. We've got a new hospital over here. Complements the other hospital. This is a big enough city to have 2 hospitals. Now, another thing I'm going to show you is the inside to this. This is a farm. It's kind of like a hideout, too. I'm never showing you in here. So, just showing you around a little bit more before I head to the next thing I'm going to show you. Here's another new tower. Fairly new. I'll show you how recently it was built. It's pretty new. So, now I'm going to show you what's the next thing I was going to show you. Which is this town. This town's been worked on. Kind of like become a hub for transit around here. As you can see, it's nothing major, but you've got all these railroad lines conjoining here. And basically, you've got the flags of all these countries around. We've even got this port, which is Tottenham. Now, Tottenham is such a beautiful city. It's been worked on too. Not as much as when I showed you last time. As well as Robbie Town. It's gotten a little bit of improvements. Now, there's a new city called Odenstropolis. Now, it's not really new, but it's been renamed. I'm not really going to show it to you. Now, what I'm going to show you next is the hideout for where is it? This is the anarchist base. Right here. This is Hempstead. Over here we have Alpha. This is the Caleb Tower. It's been renovated. Pretty. Now, next off, I'm going to show you my best friend Caleb City. So, Caleb City has been upgraded majorly. There's a ton of new stuff here. This is a new tower. This tower is not new, but this tower is fairly new. Okay, a metro system is going to be started soon. Last night I also started working on a monorail. There is a Hindu temple. I don't know if I showed you this before. I may have. But I have also built a memorial to my best friend's dog, Suki. It was his childhood dog. And so, this is what it looks like. She was a good girl. And there's been significant progress on what is known as the Old Town in Suki. Now, the Old Town has a bit of lore to it. It's not done yet, but there are some old buildings that were damaged in previous battles with what was the country called that I had a battle with? Cambodian Empire. Yeah, that's basically what happened. There's a dragon statue over here. This used to be over here, by the way. This tower is fairly new. It's the tallest building in town. It's a hotel casino. And it's got a observation deck. Now, I also am commissioning a new district over here, which is going to be a ton of new buildings. Just a ton of them. Apartments, there's going to be towers, and there's going to be some plan. I've started some plans for a monorail system and a metro system. This is the start of the monorail. This is what I'm going to be working on right now. Since I'm done, basically at this point I'm done showing you around. I'm going to show you how one of the monorail stations is going to look. I'm actually working on there's going to be a new transfer point. Basically this station. So we're going to make this as nice as possible. Ooh, it's really beautiful. This is the monorail station. Wow. Right, I'm selfish. Sometimes I'm selfish because I play these games other than Minecraft. And, you know, it makes me realize that I haven't been working enough on my best friend's city. You know, that's why there's all these empty plots. So I'm gonna be building a ton on this city. You're gonna see me making a ton of new videos on this city. Because, you know, Kalo's the best friend I've ever had. And he hasn't had enough time to play. Which is okay. But he's been busy. You know, Caleb is actually the best friend I've had in my entire life. So I would do anything for him. Wow, I had some... That looks really nice. Let's see. What can I do for the walls? I'm thinking... This would look cool. So basically, there's going to be some other really cool things in this area. I'm thinking this is going to be a transfer to the metro too. Not only that, but I'm going to add a train transfer. So basically, I'm going to see how I'm going to do this. That looks better. We're gonna do this train station. Oh. That's awesome. So you know what I'm going to do here? It's another unique design. Here we got... There, that looks nice. Stairs. Moving down farther. looks good. So this is going to be the transfer point. Right here is going to be the entrance to the metro, I'm thinking. Grocery store is going to be somewhere else. Probably, yeah, somewhere else. Okay. So basically, these are the signs I use for having the trains work. Basically, this is the monorail station. This is going to be the entrance to the metro, and then over here, we're going to put, I'm thinking of what else can go here. There's going to be a bar around here. Okay, I'm just seeing what else can be put on this line. Okay. So, I'm thinking this area is going to be a mixture of pre-World War II era of modern-ish buildings and historical. Beyond the city gate. So I'm going to plan this area out right now. Let's see. Okay. There we go. This looks nice. Then we're gonna have a surface monorail station at somewhere. Yeah. So there's gonna be a monorail. This is gonna be a really cool system. I'm thinking the monorail is gonna go looping that way. There's gonna be a station here, station there. And then there's going to be stations that way. It's going to go along this boulevard. This area is going to be more city. I might move that mansion. Obviously, we're going to make Suki a massive city. I'm thinking over there is going to be suburbs. Okay. So, yeah. I'm going to sign off for now. I'm going to get back to you guys with another video coming soon. This is Mikecraft signing off.